was my seventh. I think it was my seventh, and I was going to get some blood work done. And he came with me only because we were in the middle of doing some work and we didn't want to take a break. So we're like, come, I have to wait for a while in the waiting room anyway, come along, because otherwise he wouldn't have been there. So he came with me, and I go in to get my blood work. And there's this African-American woman, you know, she's so sweet, and she's coming and she's getting, and you know how they always, oh, is this your first? You know, and I was like, I wasn't sure how I wanted to answer. And so I just said no. And she looks at me and she was like wants to hear. So I said, it's our seventh. And she was like, and he's standing there in the doorway, you know, this bearded man. And she says, all from him? like the fact that I was having my seventh was okay, but from him? Like, this weird guy? That was the best.
How do your children react to having such a large family, and how do you give time to each one of them?
I think that the kids love it. They love each other, and obviously, you know, they're normal, they're kids, and they fight and they argue, but we talk things out a lot. We do a lot of conversational planning, you know, therapy or whatever. I mean, just talking to each other. But what I do as a father, I'm not sure how you deal with it, Chana, but for me is that I feel that I need to take the kids out on their own. I need to spend alone time. Just the other day, I took my second daughter out for a walk, just on the golf course behind our house. And as we were coming back from the walk, she says to me, Tati, I wish this walk would never end. And
wow.
It's those kind of moments where you're like, oh, I wish I could give you more, you know, and it's just time. It's about, you know, I think my mother-in-law says that the most precious thing.
Well, I was just going to say that.
You're going to say it? So you say.
Yeah, no, it's okay. That the biggest gift we can give our children is each other. And
I was going to say something else.
I really, oh, you weren't going to say that? I really think that our children feel that way. And I always laugh how our baby is number 8. And you would think like number 8, you know, she could get lost in the shuffle or I don't know what. Let me tell you, this child is a human doll. I'm telling you, it's incredible that her limbs are intact because her siblings are so obsessed over this child. It's like ridiculous. They walk in the door from school and it's like, they're just all over her. And it's not just her, you know, all the kids, they're so proud of each other. And yeah, they have, you know, they're normal kids and they have their issues with each other. But I love watching them on Friday night at the Shabbos table when they each have their, you know, their little Torah thoughts that they're sharing. And you can see, especially when it's the little ones' turns and the big ones already know what they're going to say and how they like coax them along. And they're so mature about it. And I feel like they're growing up with skills that you cannot learn anywhere else. You cannot learn to value another person, to love another person, to share, to be there for someone else, unconditional love without this. And I feel like they are so incredibly fortunate to have each other.
You know, just before as you were putting the baby to bed, Chana, I was taking care of the other kids. And I saw our 8-year-old was reading a book to the 6-year-old and the 5-year-old. And it was just the most adorable experience. She can just barely read and she's reading the book and she's, you know, mothering them a little bit. It was really cute. But what I just wanted to add to that, Han, was that you say that you said that the best thing that a father can give to his children?
Oh, no, I was saying the gift that parents can give their children, but you were going to say something else, right?
So I was going to say that the best thing that a parent can give to his child is time. And I think that there's nothing more precious than that, than just being able to be there with those kids.
Your presence rather than present.
Just be present,
right?
You know.
Sure.
We come home, we turn off our phones, and we just try to be present, to look them deep in the eye, and just be there for them, just to listen.
What my mother actually says is the biggest gift a man can give his children
is to love their mother.
Is to love their mother.
Mother. So true.